And your awesome hair. You can see your awesome hair. Okay. So that was a great session, Colleen. You guys are awesome. I'm so proud of you. All right, so how did that go, pulling up the market stats? Pretty easy, right? Once you have a resource, it's not hard. Yeah, exactly. Awesome. Any ahas from knowing, like?
Surprising how low the inventory actually is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the inventory is really low.
It is. See why that conversation we were just having, like, is it low inventory or is it actually a shifting market, right? Because if you have less inventory, you have less to sell buyers, so your numbers get lower. Make sense? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's tricky, this whole comparative market and figuring out pricing, isn't it? It's a little nuance to it for sure. Anything else you guys discovered in that exercise that was interesting or that surprised you or that you found valuable?
I like info sparks. It's pretty easy to work with. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty simple.
Great.
I take screenshots of that and put it into my presentations. I like showing clients what's going on there. Okay, so moving on to page 14. All right. Did you read again yet, Virginia?
I can go again.
I think you're on 14.
Yeah, I can go again. Pricing principles and strategies. It's very important to grasp the following 6 critical strategies that set the stage for using pricing criteria effectively. These strategies are standards you need to bear in mind as you approach pricing any property. With practice, you will absorb and internalize them. They will become part of you as a real estate agent and make you an outstanding advisor to both buyers and sellers.
You guys are going to be outstanding. Does that not make you happy?
Yes.
You are.
Number 1, know what sells. There's little point in winning a listing if it does not sell. To get a home sold for the most money in the least amount of time, it must be priced in the market. There are 2 determining factors, price and condition. Competitively priced properties must present in the best possible condition, outside and inside the home. The following graphic shows the combined selling power of the right price and great property condition. The percentage of buyers who will look at a property increases and decreases in direct proportion to the property's price compared to market value. Pricing above the market does not get you showings. Pricing at or just below the market does.
Yes, very true. You guys understand that graph? Okay, so on the left-hand side, you got price versus comparables. So if your price is above comparables, you're going on the higher side. If your price is below, you're more on the low line. Make sense? Okay, on the right-hand side is going to be your condition versus comparables. Great condition is to the left, the better, right? Also lining up with a great price. And then poor is all the way to the right. So out of the market means you're just not even in the market. Like you're that lone wolf sitting there going, oh, please give me $1.5 million for my $950,000 property. And everybody's going, no, it's not going to happen. Then you've got no man's land, which is just, you're just not in the market. You're just too high, and you're so high that people won't even write you offers, which is not good. You don't want to be in that position. And then you've got in the market, which means you're either below or approaching center of the pricing, and you're either great or almost great in your condition. Does that make sense? I mean, that's really where you want to be. And the thing is, you have to compensate. So if your condition is really bad, you have to bring your price a whole lot lower.
And you want to come in low compared to your comps on the low end.
Depends on if your comps are selling quickly and they've been on the market for a short period of time, or if your comps have been sitting there and nothing is happening with them. Then they're showing you what won't happen. So my goal is always to come in prettier and shinier and better priced, right? So that's when the strategy of showing your sellers the three properties that are on the market and saying which one would you buy, and then asking them why they would buy it. And that's an objection handling conversation, so we're not having that today, but it's a great strategy. But knowing how to get your property into that below the comps and in great condition, that's your ideal scenario, right? You want to sell it? That's why before you go into the conversation about pricing, you say, how quickly did you wanna sell this property? Because most people will say, I want you to sell it in 2 to 4 weeks, and I want 200,000 more than what it's worth. And you go, okay, that doesn't quite add up, right? So look at this property, it's been on the market for, off and on for 3 years, but you want a price right there. I can't sell it in 2 to 4 weeks.